So we are 1 week into One Book July, which is incredible. I can't believe the week's actually gone this fast. I go on holiday in 7 days. So for that I must apologise for my nails. Pre-holiday kind of stuff will be getting done in the coming week. So if you haven't watched my One Book July sort of setup kind of first video, I will, do the thing. So you can watch that first. I have been working out of this A6 Geeky Dory Traveller's Notebook. And as my only planner, just to give you a quick recap, I was in an A5 Carpe Diem ringed planner and an A5 Leuchtturm 1917 bullet journal. So as you can imagine, this is quite a change for me. So how have we been getting on? I like it, I do. I like the size. I've been enjoying carrying it around the house, and that sounds really strange, but I never really used to carry like my A5 ringed planner around. So this has been quite good if, when I've been doing anything really. I've kind of just rushed into it, but I'm just going to chat a little bit, then I'm going to go to desk down to give you a flip through of how I'm getting on, so you can see how it's looking compared to that first video. So yeah, when I've been doing like my 30-minute cleans and stuff, I've been writing obviously the jobs in it, so it's been really portable around the house for that, when I'm doing videos, when I'm editing. When I've been leaving the house, it's a lot more portable than even the bullet journal actually, because my bullet journal's still A5, so it's still bigger. Even though it's thinner, I still find this a bit more portable. It's only a week, so I can't really comment much on the kind of one book aspect, because I'm still trying to work out if I'm enjoying it because I like the system, or whether I'm enjoying it because it's a challenge, if you see what I mean. Because sometimes when things are a challenge, you just enjoy them because you're succeeding at the challenge, if that makes sense. So I've still got to kind of establish if I'm enjoying it because I like the system, or whether just because it's a challenge. But at this still early on stage, I've got to say I do like it. I don't think I would just have it as my one and only, just because even already I'm starting to notice space issues, especially for things like my YouTube and social media. I don't feel like I've got a lot of space to do that. I like obviously you'll see when I go desk down, but I've got an Annie Plans printables sort of July planner insert, which I absolutely love as an overview of my week, but there's definitely not enough space for me to plan out videos properly and do a YouTube schedule. What is wrong with me today? Oh, I had hiccups yesterday and now I'm just coughing and so even though I do have a bullet journal insert in here, which I've got like a YouTube schedule, which unfortunately I'm not going to be showing you because I don't want to spoil any surprises. It's still really small, so all I can really write in the boxes is kind of the title of the video that I want to do on that particular day. there's no kind of room to put anything else. So I'm already kind of struggling with that, but as I've said in previous haul videos, I will be redating the Bando agenda that I got hold of recently, and that will be my YouTube and social media agenda, because there's so much space in it. Yeah, so as an everyday carry catch-all, I like it. Like I say, whether I'm going to be able to keep it as just one book for everything, I'm already starting to think that that's not going to be the case. I like to have a sort of general overview of everything, but in terms of different things like household, YouTube, and then like journaling and whatever, I like to have them kind of separated. But definitely if I'm going to meet friends, if I'm going on holiday, if I'm going on trips, if I'm going out of the house. So I took it shopping with me to Aldi and had it open on my shopping list in the trolley. I really, really like the kind of portability of it, because like I said, I didn't even take my bullet journal out to the shops with me. So for that aspect, definitely. I have changed some of the inserts in here since. Obviously I'll show you that in a minute. I've taken my bulky creative journal out, the one that said Bodacious Babe on the front, just because it's really chunky and it's really heavy, and I'm jump banding at the moment, and it was kind of heavy on the elastic. That doesn't mean I'm abandoning that creative journal. I'm not. I'm gonna put post-it notes of any pages that I want to do later on. I'm just gonna skip ahead to version 3, which is the Go Big or Go Home. And if you don't know the versions of One Book July and things like that, I will link associated videos from the 3 main ladies that spearhead One Book July, which is Vicky, Carrie and Romany. I believe it was Romany that actually came up with the challenge, so I'll link them down below. But there was 3 versions this year. The original version, which at its most basic but can be adapted, is 1 book, 1 pen. Version 2 was project, like you pick a project that you're going to fulfill, complete, make progress on this month. And version 3 was Go Big or Go Home. So to just skip forward to version 3, I basically sort of merged version 1 and version 3, because Go Big or Go Home for me is actually to go small. It's working out, as you'll see at the desk view. I am enjoying the planner pages. I am. I'm really finding my groove with it after 1 week. I've tested a few things and tried a few things out, and I've really found my groove with how I'm laying out the pages and stuff like that. So I am enjoying it, and this week has kind of been easy, I suppose you'd say. Like I said, because it's still the novelty of the challenge. I think this next week, so the week before I go on holiday, I think on holiday I'll be fine, because I don't have to plan too much. But I think this coming week, running up to my holiday, when I've got a lot of stuff to do, I think is when I'll start discovering what I'm missing, possibly. I'm thinking, I wish I could use that, So we shall see. But then again, I might be absolutely fine. This is the fun of the challenge. So that's my general thoughts on it. So I'm going to go to desk view. If I sort of haven't covered everything, sort of my chatty part, and you have any questions, please put them down below. I'm happy to answer any questions. And also, if you have any questions about anything that comes up in the desk view part as well, pop them down below. So I shall say now, if you're enjoying this content, make sure you give me a thumbs up. It's something new for me, but I am really enjoying it. And also, if you search the hashtag OneBookJuly 2017, you will come across loads of videos. If you're doing it yourself, or if you think, oh, you know, this might be something that I want to do next year, you know, there's plenty of content out there. And also, if you're new to my channel and you're not yet subscribed, hit that red button. I'm having a chatty vlog coming up in the next few days, I think I'm going to put it, and there's going to be some interesting stuff in there, so make sure you check that out, and I shall go to the desk view. Okay guys, welcome to the desk view. So as you can see, still got the same charms and stuff. They haven't started annoying me yet. So I'm just going to give you a quick flip through of where I'm at and how I've been using it. And also I did mention that I've taken an insert out and changed a little bit that way, so I'm going to show you that. So I had this in the back. I don't know if I mentioned this. Don't need that actually. Because I do like to have somewhere to just, you know, jot something down if there isn't a place for it yet. So it's just a Kiki K to-do pad that was in the back of my Kiki K planner, and it's like not got special paper or anything like that. It's just, so that was in the back, but I've moved it to the front. Got this binder clip on here. So this looks the same, the heart's fallen off. I forgot to glue it on before the video. So yeah, nothing really too confidential there, but these are bits of stationery, and then I've marked off when I'm on holiday and put a little, I think it was Perfect Planning I got these from, a little penguin with a bikini on to mark the first day of my holiday, and then just some TV shows that I'm currently watching at the bottom there. This TV was on the bits of stationery one, I think. My habit tracker is going really well, apart from reading. Reading's not going too well at the moment. There's a few things, as you can see, that are going really well. I fulfilled that this morning as well, even though it is a Saturday. You might think, oh gosh, 10's quite late, but I've really been struggling. I used to get up at like 5:30 back when I used to have 2 jobs. I used to get up at 5:30, do a workout, go to my first job, then go to my second job, and not get back until like 11 o'clock at night, and then I'd still meal prep and everything. I'm really out of it, I tell you. But I think I've cracked it. These 2 days I got up at 9. But I think I might have cracked it. I won't talk too much about that. I'll talk about it in another video. But yeah, so hydrate, clean. So this, I love the look of this with the colours, so I'm glad I kept the pens, because I think it's going to look really good when it's finished. I've been, apart from that one being in the wrong place, because that was supposed to be there, but sorry, that was supposed to be there. Yeah, doing pretty well with that. So this was my first kind of week spread. I've not been crossing them off on here, but I know that I've been doing it. And I did these in pencil first, and then I went through and changed them. So I've actually got a log of what we actually had, except I've done that in pen thinking we were going to have that tonight, and we're not. We're having I'm doing this video while the tea's in the oven, so I've got until the oven beeper goes, and then that's it. We're actually having some like chicken wings and chicken drumsticks with sweet potato fries instead. Wedding planner set up, I still haven't got anywhere near touching that. I really want to do it before I go on holiday, but social media schedule's getting a bit better. Clothes changeover and organisation I was supposed to do today, as you'll see in a minute, but that's probably going to happen tomorrow now. Just because it was such a nice day, I had to pop out for dog food, and because it was a nice day, I decided to have a little wander around the shops, because I thought I could sit inside and just film videos inside, or I could walk around in the sunshine for a bit, so that's what I did. So because Annie Plans Printables starts on the first Monday of the month, it started on the July the 3rd, so all I did was, because I can get away with only having a little bit of space at the weekend, because I'm not too strict on myself at weekends, I do put things that I'd like to do, and like today I put a lot of things that I'd like to do, because it's the weekend. I'm not too strict on myself. I don't get annoyed at myself if, you know, something like today happened where I just wanted to enjoy the nice weather. Like, perfectly fine with that. I owned the decision to do that, and I will do some of the things tomorrow. So I just used a small little space in this fold over bit to do Saturday the 1st and Sunday the 2nd. So UKPA ticket. I was successful in getting a UKPA big meat ticket for next year. I'm really excited. So yeah, that's gone out, so it's not spoiling the surprise. So yeah, I just used this to kind of initially map out things that I might want to do, like there was a bill and obviously the bins. That didn't happen either. And like I always do planning, like forward planning for the week on a Sunday. That ended up happening last night. We rescheduled it. So yeah, I just did this as a sort of, this is kind of how I'd like my week to go for certain things, but you know, and obviously if I'd have had appointments and stuff like that, that's where that would have gone. So I started on Monday with this kind of spread, if you want to call it. So I had like a to-do list here. I just wrote that at the end of the day because I did my first ever Insta live story. It wasn't like really exciting. So stickerific, this unicorn and that one. So this, most of this is bits of stationery. These two I nicked from a Crafty Rat Designs kit, and then there's some bits of like this and this glittery one are from Vintage Rose Studios. Not sure where that was from because I got that in like a planner swap. That's Handmade Haywood. So I was like ending the day with a little bit of journaling, which I quite liked it, and I went on kind of like that, but using a few more stickers. So again, bits of stationery. These two are Paper Sheet Co, Vintage Studios. So yeah, but I started actually writing out my 30-minute clean, and then doing like a general to-do list on that side, and then journaling again at the bottom, same kind of thing. Cancelled workout. One of our dogs had a really upset stomach this day, so I'm not gonna go into graphic detail. Anyone that's got a dog knows what I mean when I say upset stomach. Anyway, it was horrendous. I think he'd just eaten something random in the garden and his body was clearing him out. And I'm pretty good at handling that kind of thing. Liam's kind of the one that gets a bit nauseous during those situations, but this was really bad and it really knocked me ill for a couple of hours. So some things I just didn't get around to doing, and also I didn't want to put my body through a workout after that because I felt really ill. And that's our rescheduled date night because of him being ill the day before. We didn't want to go out and leave them. So yeah, so same sort of thing going on here. These little ones are from Mrs. Brimble's. This one was from, I think, the Stickerific sampler that I got. So yeah, I've kept the kind of colour scheme of the bits of stationery one. And then on this day, because when I ordered the Annie Plans Principles, this insert, I did go in between, should I get one with the kind of timed bit on the left hand side, or should I just go for the one that's just got the plain grid? And I went for this in the end because I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it. But actually, productivity wise, this has been working really well for me. So, and actually I think it might have something to do with what's been, you know, making it easy for me to get up. I know that sounds weird, but it's kind of spurred me on a little bit. So what I've been doing is sort of laying out my day, how I'd like it to go, and then writing the times in pencil, just so if I do end up having a bad night's sleep or whatever, I can start the times from when I get up, if that makes sense. So I completed a to-do list, because as you can see, it's all ticked. Every single thing is ticked, all crossed off. So I really liked having this kind of layout for how I wanted my day to go. My 30-minute clean there and a bit of journaling. So I carried on like this. This one's from Lethbridge Card Sampler. So we did end up having the date night there. There was a couple of things that I didn't get done, but that's because I aim to finish my cleaning in that, but you know how it is. So yeah, I've kind of carried on with that, really. I've already set up Sunday ready to go. So my 30-minute clean is in this cute thing, and I don't know who these are from either. I got a sheet of these. It actually says to do underneath there, but I've stuck it over. And these are from, like, I don't know where they're from. They don't have a shop name on. So if you recognise them, if they're your stickers or you know who they are, please let me know, because I really like them. So yeah, I've stuck to this kind of having the timed layout on this side, my 30-minute clean, and I would have obviously usually put journaling, but this is something that has to happen before we go on holiday, and we go on holiday next Saturday, so this is kind of the last weekend. So if I don't get any of it done tonight, it will be being migrated across onto Sunday. And so here is where you can see that I've really got in the groove of how I'm setting it up, and the sort of times that I want the meals and all that. That's only there and not there because I put it, where did I put it? I put it where this back workout one was, and I wrote legs on it, and I was like, I'm not doing legs today. So I peeled it up, and because I hadn't, obviously, because I was only on Friday, I hadn't set it up yet, just stuck it at the bottom. But then when I tried to peel it again, it started ripping the paper, so I just left it there. Got this little ice cream to mark my day. So then just to remind you what a blank one looks like, you get this, there's a little grid on that side, your week on one page, and then you get your dailies like this. So this week, because I don't have to put any days there, I'll do like the meals and having a habit tracker and like the goals for the week and stuff. But on the other side, I'm probably going to do a master to-do list because we're going on holiday. So everything that needs to be done this week, clearing out the fridge because we're going for 2 weeks, packing, you know, any kind of that stuff, making sure cleaning like probably every day just to make sure it's really, really clean before we go, and any laundry and all that. So that's that. and then I've got the pocket, and then this is my bullet journal. There's a couple of things I can't show you in here. So that's just my, because I needed somewhere to forward plan, so I did like a calendex. This is the month, but really this amount of space, because I couldn't do it down here because an A6 is too small, is too much really. But there we are. I've got gratitude. So I've still got my ticket, bubble bath, chicken satay, because my fiance makes the best homemade chicken satay there is, hands down. Chocolate biscuits, Simba, because he was ill, bless him. But he does cope so well with like anything like that. He's such a laid back little guy. My planner, because I think I had a really productive day, and then date night last night. Got a quotes page, so plan friends make the best friends, friendship is the dust that keeps fairies together, and we went to see Spider-Man last night. If you're nothing without the suit, you shouldn't be wearing it, which I think can be put into loads of different scenarios, which is why I love it. My mood tracker, I did attempt to start doing a mood mandala, but my compass just wasn't having it with the size and the sort of hill here, so I decided to do some ice lollies. And what I've liked about it is actually I can divide them to put more than one mood in if there wasn't a resounding mood for the whole day. Then I've got a self-care tracker, which I really enjoyed filling in again. I do love how it looks when it's finished. And also, because I had all that space again, I've actually done a list of like one thing that I did just for me, so like self-care. So I've got like YouTube binge, bubble bath, watercolours happened twice, crafty me time, put on makeup, it's just a really simple thing. Okay, the next page is my YouTube schedule, so I'm not going to show you that. So basically all I've done is I've copied this monthly, but then written videos that I want to go out on each day. YouTube ideas is on that side. And then projects page for any projects I want to do. Yeah, I did do another week on one page. I don't really know why, but I'm used to doing them in my other bullet journal, so I won't be doing that this week. And then I did start using this in here, but then when I started moving my 30-minute clean across, I've not been doing dailies in the bullet journal, but the shopping list was useful because of the size. I was able, like I said before, to take it to Aldi, just sat it like that in the front of my trolley, and away I went. Then I did do it on Monday the 3rd, and then here I've just put a couple of notes when I've been editing videos. This is the Mrs. Brimble's Summer Loving Instagram challenge, all the prompts for that. And so the rest of it will be like doing collections and stuff like that rather than day-to-day planning, because I've got the other one for that. But like I said before, I'm finding it hard with the kind of YouTube stuff. There isn't a lot of space for me to just brain dump and like do extensive planning. So this is where the creative journal used to be, and I've replaced it with my Dream Create journal. If you don't know what that is, I will link Geraldine's video down below, because it's Geraldine's thing that she's created with a couple of other ladies about, I won't go into too much detail, but it's kind of like almost like a self-care thing, like really connecting with your dreams and your passions and positivity and things like that. And that's my first page of that. So it's basically just a place for me to express myself and my dreams and things like that. And then I had the travel journal. It's still in here, don't worry, but I decided that, especially because of going on holiday, I wanted a little sketchbook in here. So, and I obviously don't want to, this this one is for a specific purpose, for sort of my mindfulness and my creative relaxing time, and I just wanted a little sketchbook to just sketching and doodling. If I think of something that I want to sketch or doodle, I'll just do it in here. So this is Mrs. Brimble's paper from the Brimble's box from last year, and I actually just used, I've got a really good quality sketchbook, and I basically cut some of it up. But obviously if you didn't want to do that, like Poundland for example sell really cheap, not very pretty looking sketchbooks with quite thin paper, but if you just wanted like just an insert just to do some quick sketches in, you know, the paper's fine for that as long as you only use pencil. So yeah, I've not done anything in it yet, but I'm kind of preparing for taking it on holiday. And then I've just slipped the very thin at the moment travel journal just into the back pocket because I'm not currently using it, which was my kind of thought behind that. So that's my current setup for One Book July and the progress I've got with it. If you've got any questions at all, please let me know in the comments, because I know I didn't go through like every single sticker, because not everybody that will be watching One Book July videos is interested in that. And because I've been killing off a lot of kits, there's a lot of different stickers from different places. So if you did see any that you want to know where they're from, just drop me a comment and I will do my best to answer that for you. And if you've got any questions regarding my experience with One Book July that I haven't covered, let me know in the comments as well, and let me know if you're doing One Book July and how you're getting on, because I'd love to hear. Also, if you've got a channel and you're doing One Book July videos, let me know as well, because I love to watch them. So I'm going to leave that there because I'm not sure how long this is. So make sure you like the video, chat to me in the comments, and click that subscribe button so you don't miss my updates on how I'm getting on with One Book July. So until my next video, I will see you later. Bye bye.